I found another box of action figures in the closet. This one is filled with turtles, so let's get the box out of the way because it's a big box and see what's in here. Big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figure. This guy's got to be about a foot tall. He's articulated in a lot of places. The articulation's kind of weird though. Why do his calves spin all the way around? And his forearms too. I like this guy. He displays really well. You stand him up. He just looks good. I think I bought him at a garage sale for $1. That's $1 well spent. Next. What is this thing? As far as I know, this is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It is by Bandai. Yeah, Bandai, made in China, not Japan. Bandai is a Japanese company. And Power Rangers had a lot of weird figures that were kind of reminiscent of Ultraman Kaiju figures. I don't know where I got this thing. Probably at another garage sale for $1. Rah! Here's a Gamera figure. Gamera? Honestly, I've never watched a Gamera movie in my life, but I was really into Godzilla stuff. I never really watched any Godzilla movies either. But if you're into Godzilla, you're gonna get some Gamera spillover. This figure, it has arms. If we can kind of wedge him in there. See? And he has a ton of dust. He was probably on the top shelf in my house. That's the dustiest shelf. He's a good looking figure. He looks really good through the screen on the camera. He's not going to look so good on the screen on the computer. Another dusty figure. What is this thing? I want to say it's Speed Racer, but I don't think so. I think this is like some Japanese figure dude. I could probably figure it out, but I won't. He's got like a clear blue sword instead of a hand. Poor guy. Well, at least he has a hand on the other side. I like this figure. I don't know what it is. Don't know where I got it. Don't know why I bought it. But it's neat, and it doesn't fall down. You can put it here. It'll fall down if you push it, though. And next, from Godzilla, Anguillus, or Anguirus. I don't know where I got this one. I think this is one of the newer ones. One of the ones that was released for the American market. Not one of the really cool Japanese ones. See, I'll try and get my camera to focus on his feet. Made in China. It is a Bandai figure, but I've had better ones of these. Had the real Japanese ones. So that's that. Now what is this? I think this guy, I think that's called Gigan, or Gigan. Ugh. But I could be wrong. This is a real cool figure. It's kind of robotic, so maybe it's Mecha Gigan. And I think this is also made for the American market. The ones you could have bought at like KB Toys or Toys R Us instead of having to go to Tokyo and shop at Haku Hinkan Toy Park. So that's a really cool sculpt. A really nice figure. Got some lint on him. I don't know if I'm going to keep him. Probably throw him on eBay. Get rid of him. Next, we got another one of these goofy looking Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figures. I have a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger over here somewhere. They came out of another box. So here's the Power Ranger, and here's the guy. So maybe this guy could like ride on the back of this guy somehow. It doesn't make sense. Here, I'll see if I can get him to fit in. Get in there. And so, Mighty Morphin Power Ranger riding his Brontosaurus to the stars. Very good. We love that. And what is this? Okay, it's a little pink bear that says, I heart you. And see, it's spring-loaded, so it'll stick to your finger. Oh, hi, I'm the little pink I heart you bear. I don't know why I'm in a box full of monsters and turtles, but, maybe I'll go cling to this guy. Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, I love you. What the hell is this thing? Some big kind of robot dude. That is so covered with dust. I have a very dusty house for some reason. Seriously, it's like a museum in here. And this thing was on the shelf probably for 2 days. That's how dusty it is. Nah, it was probably on the shelf for years and years. Probably the top shelf, the dustiest one. I don't know what this is. EVA 03 product. Just some big gangly figure that I probably bought one Sunday afternoon at Hong Kong Trading in the Poughkeepsie Galleria because I was bored. And just to be clear, Hong Kong Trading wasn't in the Poughkeepsie Galleria, it was in the South Hills Mall. Now it's across the street. What's next? Alright, it looks like we got some fun stuff. And this is going to be all turtle stuff. First of all, here's Gamera's tail. For this... Whoa, what was that? For whom the bell tolls, huh? This is Gamera over here. Here's his tail. And I probably should do this on camera. So now he's whole again. We seem to have a growing pile of clutter here. Get out of my way. I'm Gamera, and I just put on my tail. What noise does Gamera make? I never watched his movies, so I don't know if he growls or if he talks like those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He is a turtle. And speaking of Gamera, here's another Gamera. That one, that's pretty hardcore right there. Look at this thing. Why is he so mean? I don't like realistic toys. I like sort of more cartoonized toys. Stylized versions. This thing is just... Let's see. Rocket Pro. Does that make any sense to any of you? There was a time when I knew the difference between one and the next. I mean, I wasn't just blindly buying this stuff. I was aware of some of it. But Rocket Pro Gamera, I would be really nervous if I saw that thing coming toward me, even if I was Godzilla. But if you do see a turtle on the middle of the street, pick it up and put it back on the side of the street so it doesn't get squashed. Now, let's see, what do we have next? We have another Gamera, and this one is also Rocket Pro, and this one seems to have some, sorry, I should probably put it on, I'm back here behind the camera doing this stuff, that helps a lot. Rocket Pro, this is translucent. Now, of course, I have a weakness for any translucent action figure. You know, I think the translucent one is way cooler, even though they didn't paint it. It's kind of a cop-out. Let's just make it in translucent vinyl, then we don't have to hire an employee to paint the thing. But the leg popped off. You know, my mommy had a baby Gamera and the leg popped off. So, I'll probably just sell that on eBay with the caveat that you're gonna need to glue the leg back on. So Gamera, looks like his tail's gonna pop off too. Anyway, we'll leave that for later. Here is yet another Gamera. And this one, see, the Gamera toys, they don't seem to have any articulation. Look, you can move his feet, move his tail around, and there's his back. You know, I'm going to put that one back in because I think that's my favorite one of all the ones. So here's a more... Ooh, that's dusty. Look at this. Look how dusty that cover... This is why you put the covers on these things, so the cards don't get dusty. You know, like right there. This is... Hiryoku Watanote Abunai Wakarimasen. I have no idea what I just said. I think I said, watch out, I don't understand. This is Gamera. This is 6-inch scale from Bandai. Made in China. This is a Japanese figure. This is not an American figure. I mean, it's not destined for the American market. That's a real cool sculpt. Rawr. Don't remember where I got this, and I really don't have any qualms at all about getting rid of it. Doesn't mean a thing to me. Gamera never did. I like the Godzilla figures. The Gamera stuff is just kind of a side effect of that. You go to enough toy shows where they're selling Godzilla stuff, and you're bound to wind up with, hey, look at this. Now this Gamera has one arm that's not like the other arm. And if you look carefully, under all the dust, you can see that it's made of translucent vinyl. So, this is probably a theater exclusive. Like when you go to the theater to see the movie, they sell these toys. Why don't they do that in America? In America, the only thing you can get at the theater is like 3D glasses or $18 box of popcorn. Why don't they sell theater exclusive toys here in America? Well, maybe because they don't play Gamera movies. I don't know. So, that's a real cool figure. Definitely, definitely something. He's got one arm that's like transforming into something. You've probably seen the movie. You probably know what I'm talking about. And I absolutely don't know what I'm talking about. So let's move on to this next one. Now, I like this one because the sculpt is just... It's a little less... This is more, like a little more stylized. These ones... I don't know, this seems kind of more angry. And this one seems a little more goofy. Although I don't know if I'd want some giant turtle, regardless of his looks, coming after me. And, you know, he could hit you with these claws. He could slice you right open. But this one, I forget who made this. I bought it. I knew what it was when I bought it. I have no idea what it is now. That may help me or may hurt me when it comes to putting it on eBay. I'll just put vinyl Gamera figure and leave it at that. And here, the end of the box, last and best, in my opinion, the sister figure for this one, but this one's green and this one is this sort of orange. And I like this because it's a very warm color, orange. It kind of looks like a tangerine. That's what this is, the Gamera tangerine variation, or the clementine variation. You go to the store, you get clementines, they're easy to peel, they're delicious, they're good for you, and maybe to commemorate that, in Japan they released this figure because maybe turtles like to eat clementines. I don't know, but this is very basic. There's no real excessive coloring, paintings, just a few little details there. The rest of it is just this awesome orange figure that you can put on your shelf, and it'll sit there and it'll guard your living room like it did my living room. Now this is probably on a lower shelf because the top shelf gets a lot of dust, and this one's not too dusty. So there you go. This guy guarded my living room for a while, but now he's gonna go guard somebody else's living room. Say goodbye, Gamera. Goodbye, Gamera. Yeah, everybody likes a smartass Gamera. I really like this guy. I'm gonna pet him on his head before I photograph him and send him on his way. Well, thanks for joining me as I went through this very interesting box full of Japanese turtles and some American turtles. And I hope you'll tune in for the next one.